Narcissistic people are virtually impossible to deal with. They ignore all the rules, they ignore social norms, they go all out to protect themselves, they go all out to gaslight other people's reality, they go all out to get away with their behaviour, to not be held accountable for their behaviour, to avoid facing consequences for their own behaviour. They don't take responsibility. They are never wrong. They will not admit to fault. It's always somebody else's fault. They feel entitled to do as they please, and they have a great willingness to exploit others, and they lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour affects those around them. Therefore, they will go to the extremes to prove themselves right. They will go to the extremes to avoid being exposed. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, they are some of the most energy draining people you could ever find yourself around. And when you get entangled into a debate with them, they pull you into an argument because they're looking to frustrate you. They're looking to gain that reaction from you. And then once they've gained that reaction from you, they can blame everything on you. They're looking to take your identity away from you, so you no longer know whether you're coming or going, and as you're drained emotionally, psychologically, physically, they find it easier to manipulate and get their needs met by you. So 8 ways to deal with a narcissistic person safely. And the first way is to recognize their behaviour. Recognize the game that they're trying to pull you into. So when you're trying to have a conversation with them about something, perhaps it's important and you need to discuss something with them. You know full well that if you discuss it with them, they're going to change the subject. Recognize that they are changing the subject. Stop talking. Start watching what they are doing, and remind yourself that you are not going to get anywhere by having this conversation with them. Remind yourself that if you go and deal with it by yourself and they find out you've dealt with it by yourself, they're going to say, well, why didn't you come to me? Remind yourself why you didn't go to them, because when you went to them, they changed the subject on you and they refused to communicate with you. Recognize the game they are playing and stop playing. Narcissistic people are some of the most exploitative people you could ever meet. You can try and approach them in many different ways. If they don't want to listen to you, they're not listening to you. They tend to listen to the things that they can use against you. Learn who you are as a person so that they can no longer use you against yourself. 2, don't attack back. Narcissistic people lack empathy. There is no low, they won't go. It's human nature. It's natural. It's normal. Narcissistic people know exactly what buttons to push to get you to react to them. And then you're just, for a moment, you might feel great that you've managed to outsmart them. However, a narcissist will double down and further attack you, and you're going to be the one that's going to be left feeling worse. Or you might feel great in the moment and then you might feel bad afterwards that you've stooped to their level. Do not attack back. When a narcissist is verbally coming at you, when a narcissist is insulting you, invalidating you, don't attack back. Recognize what they are doing and leave the conversation as quickly as possible. When you say no to a narcissist, narcissistic people are exploitative. They don't like other people's boundaries. They'll happily have their own, but they don't like yours. So when you say no to a narcissist and they come at you with a boundary, well, if you don't do this for me, then I'm not going to do that for you. That thing that they've done for you so that they can manipulate you, so that they can use it against you to hurt you. Recognize they're entitled to create that boundary and accept it. They're not willing to accept yours, however, you can accept theirs and recognise that, okay, I need to start doing that for myself then. Don't say this to them. They're just going to take offence to it. Recognise it within your own mind and leave them to it. Don't take responsibility for the things that they do wrong. Narcissistic people, you can ask them, could you pick this up for me on the way home? They will come home, they will have forgotten it, and they will turn around and say, well, you forgot to remind me. Regardless of whether you forgot to remind them or not, they forgot it. That's on them. If they can't turn around and accept something as simple as, oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Have we got enough? Can you nip out for it? I'll nip back now. If they can't discuss that with you and sort a simple thing out like that with you, they're not going to sort the big issues out with you. Distance yourself from those who make you feel responsible for everything they do wrong. Don't stop what you enjoy doing to help them, to make them feel better. Narcissistic people are some of the most envious people you could ever meet. And due to this envy, they are looking to sabotage you. They are looking to isolate you, especially when meeting new people. Don't give up who you are as a person to please who somebody else is as a person. You are going to lose your sense of identity, and then they are going to use that against you to punish you. Don't stop doing the things that you enjoy. If somebody wants to fall silent on you because you want to see your friends, you want to see your family, you want to go to the gym, you want to have a round of golf, you want to go to the hairdressers. If someone's accusing you of trying to impress other people, these are not the kind of people you want to be around. Don't stop being who you are as a person to try and please those who should love you for who you are as a person and respect you and want you to do the things you enjoy. Do not excuse or justify their behaviour. As narcissistic behaviour can be behaviours of many people, we all make mistakes in life, we all make errors in judgment. Therefore, it's very easy to rationalise and justify a narcissist's behaviour, especially with their arrogance, because they are going to go all out to make you feel stupid, to prove themselves right. And as people can act in narcissistic ways, we can find ourselves downplaying, justifying and forgiving. The more we forgive them, the worse their behaviour gets. When it comes to mistakes where people make a mistake and learn and don't repeat that mistake, that's a genuine error in judgment. Those who make a mistake, blame somebody else and repeat a mistake, that's a pattern of behaviour that they will continue. And by justifying, by excusing their behaviour, we just enable them to do it all the more. Distance yourself from them instead. Don't try to one-up a narcissistic person. These are very pathological people who lack empathy. If you try and one-up them, they're going to just see it as game on. And as they lack empathy, there's no knowing how low they will go to get one over on you. Recognise who they are, recognise the things they do, and leave them to it. Focus on you, focus on what you can do in your day, focus on how you can make your day productive, focus on the things that bring you happiness. Find some exercise, do some yoga, do the things that you enjoy. Listen to something motivational, something that will pick you back up. Narcissists have a nasty habit of dragging you down into anger and resentment and frustration and all the negative emotions. And you have to have the ability to pull yourself away from what they're dragging you into and find the things that are going to help you in a positive way. Don't defend or explain yourself to them. Narcissistic people need your explanations so that they can feel like they're getting the attention, and so that they can use your explanations against you. They're not listening to you to understand you, to get along with you, to find the middle ground with you. They're listening to you to exploit you. Those who are unable or unwilling to listen to you, stop talking to them and start watching them instead, and you will recognize what they are truly doing. You cannot have sincere communication with insincere people. It just does not work. No matter how many times you try to explain yourself to them, they're going to find a way to justify their behavior to you. They're going to find a way to make out that you're the one that's treating them badly and how they're the victim in it all, or how they really try to help you and you're the unappreciative one. Do not say perhaps, maybe, okay, we'll see, I'll think about it. By saying these things to a narcissist, they just take it as what you already agreed. When it comes to a narcissist, I used to think that you just need as many different ways as possible to say no to them. However, when it comes to a narcissist, you just need to say no and keep saying no. Don't explain yourself. Don't try and get into that conversation with them, because they're just going to derail you and take you off topic. Don't let them accuse you and take it personally. When they're accusing you, recognize they're accusing you to try and get you to change your no into a yes to serve them. Don't take responsibility. When they're blaming you, they're doing it so that you change your no into a yes to serve them. Don't stop what you're doing. Don't stop the things that you enjoy, because by stopping what you enjoy to serve them, they're going to expect more of this from you. Again, with two genuine people, you can do this. With two genuine people who need each other's help, you might have to put something on the back burner while you help them through something. However, they would put something on the back burner to help you through something. A narcissist expects you to drop everything for them while they drop very little to nothing for you. Don't excuse or justify why they need you to do something for them. Your no is a no. Recognize that they don't respect who you are as a person. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, you have to say your no, you have to mean your no, and you have to stick to your no, because they're going to go through so many mind games as they feel entitled to a yes. Watch them. Recognize who they are as a person, and don't let them impact who you are as a person. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.